unrepeatable events in history, and number 3 is a real showstopper. First up, the Tunguska event of 1908. Imagine waking up to an explosion, 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. That's what happened over Siberia. It flattened 80 million trees across an area the size of a major city, yet left no crater. To this day, scientists are still debating. Was it a comet or an asteroid that exploded mid-air? A true cosmic mystery. Next, let's go back to 1859 for the Carrington event. This wasn't just any solar storm. It was the big one. A solar flare so immense it lit up the sky with auroras as far south as the Caribbean. It was so powerful that telegraph systems around the world started sparking and catching fire all on their own. If a storm like that hit us today with our modern technology, it would mean a global blackout, potentially for months. And now for number 3, the one I promised would blow your mind. The year without a summer. In 1816, the Mount Tambora volcano in Indonesia erupted with such force that it spewed a colossal ash cloud into the atmosphere, literally blocking out the sun. It caused a volcanic winter across the globe. It snowed in July in the United States, crops failed everywhere, and widespread famine followed. People were literally starving because a volcano on the other side of the world had a bad day. But nature's strangeness doesn't stop there. In 1986, in Cameroon, Lake Nyos did something terrifying. It burped. A massive, invisible cloud of carbon dioxide gas silently rolled out of the lake and down into the surrounding valleys. Being heavier than air, it displaced all the oxygen. Over 1 to 700 people and thousands of animals were suffocated in their sleep. A silent, deadly, and thankfully unique tragedy. From deadly to just plain weird, let's talk about the sailing stones of Death Valley. For decades, no one could explain how huge rocks were sliding for miles across the flat desert floor, leaving long trails behind them. Ghosts? Aliens? The truth, finally solved, was a perfect once-in-a-blue-moon combination of thin ice, forming overnight and light winds pushing the rocks across the slippery surface. How about something beautiful but equally rare? The Atacama Desert in Chile is the driest non-polar place on Earth. But every few decades, when just enough rain falls, it undergoes a miraculous transformation called a desierto florido, or superbloom. The barren landscape explodes into a breathtaking sea of pink and purple flowers. A stunning, once-in-a-lifetime sight. Finally, let's travel back to 536 AD, often called the worst year to be alive. A mysterious, thick dust veil appeared in the sky, blotting out the sun for over a year. Temperatures plummeted, crops failed, and famine swept across Europe and Asia. Was it a massive volcanic eruption? A comet impact? We still don't know for sure what caused this year-long twilight. Which one of these events scared or amazed you